should be a really nice, easy day down to Hilton Head. We're not 100% sure if we're going to Hilton Head or a little bit further. We've decided to kind of just play it by ear today because we're trying to find a spot that the dogs can go ashore, but there's a couple options, so we're just gonna kind of wing it. We didn't get through Ladies Island Bridge in Beaufort until 10, so that kind of limits how far we can get today. And we have a reservation at Thunderbolt Marina tomorrow night so that we can go into Savannah. So we're just basically looking for a halfway point. That means that we get to Thunderbolt relatively early so that we can go into town and enjoy the afternoon. Not a lot in the way of shoaling on this run, not a lot in the way of bridges. We already got through the one we'll have to get through today, that's it. It's like one big open sound today. We don't have a ton of wind, so that shouldn't be problematic either. So yesterday we ended up at Brighton Beach Anchorage, which is kind of west, I guess, of Hilton Head. It's near Bluffton, South Carolina. This will be our last stop in South Carolina. Not a lot here, but there was a free dinghy dock to use, which was awesome. This anchorage isn't terribly protected, but we had pretty settled weather overnight. There is a ton of current here. Holy Moses. We're not moving at all, and the paddle wheel is saying 1.6 knots. We are waiting on Jen and Elliot to see if they're able to shift in and out of gear before we leave this morning. They're having transmission problems. We have some backup plans if they're having issues again this morning, but Andy and Elliot, I think, figured things out yesterday for the most part. We're headed for Thunderbolt Marina today and to Savannah, which is exciting. Andy and I have never actually explored Savannah, and we think we're going to end up there 2 nights, and we'll actually get to go explore Savannah tomorrow. And it's early, so we should be getting into Thunderbolt pretty early, which means that today, this afternoon, should be a pretty relaxing afternoon, minus some laundry and getting me a land shower because holy Moses, do I need it. On the way today, there is a bit of shoaling just south of Hilton Head. There's some shoaling, and just before the Savannah River, there's some shoaling. So we're gonna get through those areas. Probably around mid-tide. It'll be mid to low, so we might run into some problems there, but I doubt it. But we are going to be crossing the Savannah River today, and the Savannah River is very, very busy. Savannah is actually like the 4th largest port in the U.S. in terms of container cargo. So there's a lot of really big ships that come through a very narrow channel. We're going to scoot across there today. It can be a little bit of a confusing area, especially if there's any like dredging or anything going on, like when we came northbound in the spring. But we think that the dredge has moved further downriver, so I think we're going to be all set there. And then we have one bridge today that requires a little bit of timing. However, there's a very small possibility that it is no longer a problem because they have been building a fixed bridge to replace this bridge that needs to open. Rumor had it that it was going to open the first week of December, and it is today, December 15th, so we are kind of hoping that we may not deal with a bridge today. So it'll be a surprise. There's no notes in the active captain. I can't find anything online. So if we have to have it open, we have to have it open. If we don't, it'll just be like a surprise, one less hazard today, so.
We just passed Tefusky Island, and the shoaling spot there is a little concerning this year. About 100 to 200 feet before like the actual shoaling showed up on the chart, I was seeing about 7 feet with around 2 feet of tide, so that was a little concerning right there. But that spot only lasted probably 20 yards or something like that. Maybe making this run at low tide with a boat with a decent draft may not go very well. We're crossing the Savannah River right now. Sometimes this river can have like a lot of shipping traffic, so like it'd be worthwhile just checking out on, if you have AIS, taking a look. Or these ships are so huge you can just kind of look north and south and you can literally see them coming because they're like the size of apartments buildings. Current-wise is not bad. We're fighting about a knot of current, just a little bit over a knot of current. But that's pretty good for this river.
We have never been to Savannah, which is surprising to both Andy and I. So today we are taking advantage of our extra day here at Thunderbolt Marina and we are going downtown to the historic district and we're super excited. The city of Savannah is so beautiful. I wish we'd had more time to explore, but we will definitely be back. After stops at both Abe's on Lincoln and Wet Willie's, things might have gotten a bit out of hand. Getting these chairs. It was definitely time to put some food in our bellies to soak up the alcohol. We stopped at Trailer Park for some dinner and then on to the famous Leopold for dessert. We will see you all next time as we tackle the notorious Georgia ICW.
Have our private tour guides over there.
Oh, yeah. Private tour guides. Private tour guides.